Good morning, Jenny. Happy birthday. As you may or may not know, I've been doing tarot readings for a little over a year now, and since I saw it was your birthday, I decided to pull up a happy birthday reading for you. This is a very, very interesting reading. I don't know how much you know about the tarot, but they're split into two categories, the major arcana and the minor arcana. Arcana technically means secrets in Latin, and the major arcana are things that the universe is pointing out to us that may need our attention, or things that they are, kind of slipping us like little clues or like suggestions to help us through certain needy times. And the minor arcana are like the suits of a card deck. You, Miss Virgo, are an earth element, so that is the pentacle. I am a Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is water element, so we are cups, and that is love, emotion, things like that. Your element is about tangible earthly things like moving, money, jobs, properties, things like that. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they dominate the wands, and that's more about action and willpower. Not just sitting on your duff and thinking about things, actually going out and doing them. And last but not least, the Aquarius, Libra, Gemini are the sword element, and they are more very heady issues, all about being stuck in thought and thinking and before doing anything. But I do have to say, first of all, this is a 7-card reading, but you did have 2 cards jump for your 3rd position, okay? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards out of 7, and out of technically 7, but 8 cards. So to me, right off the bat, that denotes that this is going to be a year for you of fast and furious change, but good changes, if it hasn't been already. Sometimes you're going to feel overwhelmed by these changes, but you know it's taking you to your higher purpose and to the right direction. And I just want to show you the cards real quick before I run through the layouts, okay? Okay. So, what do we got here? Let me see. The Judgment card. It's not what you think. The Justice card, that is a Leo, rules the Justice card. The Sun card, the most positive in the deck. The Emperor, these fell out together. And this is the Father, and it's an Aries, and the Sun came out together. The Devil, that is ruled by Capricorn. This is one of the 7 of Pentacles, that is one of your elements. The 6 of Cups, a very beautiful card. And the Leo card, which is a Strength card. So let's get into what the positions are and what these are all about. Okay, so the positions are, first, what is leaving you this year? Okay, it could be a situation, a lesson, an energy that's leaving you, people. But when I see the Judgment card is leaving, this is great, okay? Because the Judgment card is all about you. It's not about how other people are judging you. You have made peace with something that happened in the past, and you have given yourself some slack finally and forgiven yourself. I don't know quite what that situation is, but it's about knowing that you did the best you could in the situation that you were given, and you made the right decision. In this deck, see these little birdies? These represent anxiety and fear, and this is you rising above it like the beautiful dove that you are. So the Judgment card is more about forgiveness than judging people. And I'll run through the actual interpretations very quickly, but I've got most of them down in this deck. So this is what's leaving you this year. The word judgment conjures up fear and guilt in many people. This card, however, concerns itself with another aspect of the word, seeking the truth. No more blaming yourself or others, no more excuses. Now is the time for forgiveness and personal freedom. This card asks you to rise up and let the pettiness and fear fall below you. Expand your wings and be reborn. So I feel that maybe you're a sensitive soul like I am. I feel like possibly maybe something happened last year that was out of your control, and you could have been beating yourself up over it, but you finally have come to the realization that it was out of your hands, and you've forgiven yourself for whatever it is. I don't think it's anything very heavy, but that's what it's telling me. A blessing bestowed, next, is the Justice card. This represents a Libra. It could represent a Libra in your life, but it also represents a choice in this deck. In most decks, it talks of a positive outcome. This could be in a legal situation. Very quickly in this deck, it says, these two cats with their tails intertwined are looking back at you, waiting for waiting for an answer. They're waiting for you to choose between them. Not necessarily people, just situational. So the Justice card implies a weight or a heaviness surrounding a choice you have to make now. Maybe like a move, or maybe a job that you really aren't crazy about, but you know that ultimately it will be good for your family, and you've just been having a hard time weighing the options with that. Now is not the time to shun divine balance or karma. All of your choices affect your life and those around you, both now and in the future. And just a little extra added interpretation for that to make you feel a tad bit better is that the Justice card in every other deck typically says there will be a positive outcome. This is a time where past imbalances will be balanced. So maybe the Judgment card is speaking of somebody screwed you over, but you felt at fault for it. But that's not what was going on. This person was carrying the burden, not you. Maybe a neighbor or a coworker. I don't feel like a family member because you guys are so tight, but you benefit from a fair system provided you've been accountable, honest, and deserving. Equally, you are the judge in your own life. So back to back, the blessing bestowed is that you get to be the judge in your own life, and that what's leaving is you not being able to forgive yourself. And I think that's a beautiful thing. You may take a moral stand on an issue that affects you or those around you, and in legal matters, a decision will go in your favor. So that is the blessing bestowed. It shows that a logical considered influence. It's a welcome arrival if your life has felt chaotic lately. So again, a blessing bestowed to you, my dear. So the third is what is coming into your life. And these were the two cards that jumped out together. I thought it was very interesting. Okay. The Sun card is the most positive of the major arcana. It can overrule any negative card in a spread, basically, even the devil. And he jumped out with the Emperor. Now, this is typically the keywords are the father, but also protective and stability. So what I get when I see this is that you or Norm, this could be an Aries person like your father or a grandfather, but you guys are finally, you guys have been so solid for so long, but fate is really going to shine on you this year. This is about healthy children. This is about positivity all around. It's about that feeling when you step outside and you just close your eyes and you feel bathed in the sun and you get a charge from it. That's what the Sun card is all about. And the Emperor is about finding stability and the protective side of yourself that you might, I see you personally maybe sometimes are a little standoffish about because you don't want to be the hard ass. But you know now that this is the way it's supposed to be, and it's for the greater good of you and your family. Just really quick, the Emperor is the father. He's the Tarot's perfect counterpart to the Empress, the mother. He represents the side of you that's protective, decisive, and truly stable. He brings clarity of mind and in turn leads to actions or decisions. So if there is something that has been happening in the previous three cards that you've been really weighing back and forth, you are going to be like, bam, I know what it is. This is what I have to do for my family. And it's funny because there's another card that comes into play with that too. This could literally point to a paternal relationship that you're having, like with your father or Norman's father, and with the Sun. it tells me that it will turn out positively, but I don't feel like that is. I feel like it's you grabbing life by the balls, excuse me, and saying, no, I have sat back, I have been the nice girl, and it's my turn. It's my family's turn to get what we deserve and to get our happy, you know? And just really quickly, the Sun card I'm going to take from the other deck because this is just beautiful. I'm trying to hurry here, love. Okay, so the Sun card is all about healthy children. It's about children in general. It's about if you've been suffering from a current illness, that things are going to go your way. The Sun brings success and achievement and is one of the most positive cards. If you've had a challenging time lately, the Sun shows that every aspect of your life will improve. Love, business, property, money, jobs, financial situations, friendships. It's all going to be on the upswing, okay? We've all had a shitty past 2 years. We know this. So you'll enjoy more energy, and if you or someone has had health problems, it shows a return to good recovery. So I really hope, I don't want anyone in your family to be sick, but if they are, I feel that they will be on the upswing also. This also shows that if you're so creative and artistic, this also shows that this favors a time for you to really step out and take a chance on maybe a creative endeavor that you've been, you know, putting on the back burner for a while and been kind of afraid of, but it will be very well received because you are a very artistic, beautiful soul. Okay. So this is a perfect position for this card. Okay, this is a challenge you may have to tackle this year. All these good things happening, but who always creeps up when shit's going good? The devil. Okay, this is a Capricorn. Is your son a Capricorn? My daughter is, so you know, whatever. But the key words are addictions, negativity, and like oppressive relationships. Not as in marriages always, but like you feel like you're trapped in a work situation, you're trapped in a financial situation, things like that. This is telling you that it's sending you an urgent message. This challenge you need to tackle needs to be faced head on, and you need to hit it with total honesty. You need to be honest with yourself, honest with others around you. But I feel that you've got everything in your arsenal to tackle this because of the cards that have come out previous and the ones that are coming out afterwards. It can take, the darkness of the devil can take the forms of addiction, negativity, and materialism. So don't get caught up in the material bullshit because that can cause fights. Wealth is a concept, my love. Identify this dependency and how it's holding you back. Okay, and that will be the key to beating the devil. Is it work? Is it a home? Is it rent that's ridiculous? You know what it is. Okay. The fifth position is do less of this year. And this is so you. The Seven of Pentacles is not a card of action. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of contemplation. You feel that you have put in so much work, but where are my rewards? Okay, I have sown the seeds. I have, you know, where is my harvest? Where are my good things coming? They are coming, dear. Some things just take a little bit more time because of the way that things were set up for you previously. So it's not a card of action or non-action. It's a card of thinking. And so that tells me don't worry so much. Everything is going to turn up aces, baby. Seriously. Everything is going to turn out like this for you, okay? Seriously. Don't worry so much. Do less of that this year, okay? Maybe so, but the mind, this says you can't seem to decide. Shouldn't you be reaping more benefits by now? The mind has control over perception. It's possible that your rewards are already waiting for you, but you just don't recognize them because they're not always monetary, okay? Do more of this year. This card is the nostalgia card, the childhood memories card, the innocence card, and to me in this deck it's also about really laying down those solid family roots. They're bright, they're beautiful. Your family has always been an envy of many people around us in a good way. You and Norm fell in love so young, and to me it's telling you this year to kind of go back and remember what you guys loved about each other and what made you fall in love in the first place, and kind of revel in that. Get out the photo books, get those nostalgic feelings going, because you guys could fall in love all over again. And I really feel like it would be beautiful for you guys to do that. And it's good to look back sometimes to remember what you've been through, because when all this shit comes up, it doesn't seem so bad, honey, because you've planted your roots a long time ago, okay? Your gift from myself and the spirit guides, this is the Leo card, and is strength, okay? When this card comes up in a reading, it's asking you to harness not physical strength, but be a master of your emotions. Be more patient. Be more patient. Be more, be more patient. Be more, oh gosh, I can't think of the word right now. Oh my goodness. Be more compassionate. Exhibit more self-control. All the courage you need is found in the muscle known as the heart, okay? The strength card suggests that a much deeper force is found within you, not outside of you. And in other decks it says that you could be facing a volatile person or situation, and that's when your strength is going to come in and you're going to tame the beast, if you will. And I know that you can do that with your own unique brand of gentle firmness, if you know what I mean. I do this in most of my readings too, and I feel like it applies because your year seems like it's going to be very joyful and prosperous. The bottom of the deck usually is an extra message, or so is the reading up together. This is the Six of Pentacles, okay? This is about give and take. It's about charity, it's about being generous, but it's also about receiving charity from those who want to truly help you. You guys, I imagine, have helped so many people, and sometimes you need to sit back and say, you know what, it's our turn too. The Six of Pentacles indicates that your long-awaited fruits are ready for harvesting. See these ones over here that you've been worrying about? The long-awaited fruits, they are ready for harvesting, and they're bringing more wealth than you've anticipated. Make sure you're generous through this bountiful time. This card can signify generosity also coming from someone else. And if this is the case, accept the help with the grace and put the resources to good use. I know you will. I hope some of that resonated with you, and I hope you like your birthday present. I miss you, Jenny. I love you. Namaste. Bye, Norm. Bye, kiddos.